Switching things up. Wow, that's still so loud to me. Don't explain why. It's the headphones. The headphones make so much noise. Also, what up? We're playing Arceus. And I don't know if the game's gonna sound fine with everything new or what. I do not know. So I obtained the help of a Sparks, who will tell me in about 10 seconds whether it's good or not. And then we got things to find. We got goals, believe it or not. Also, these headphones are gonna make hearing things so much easier. But I had to turn up the Elgato, and then turn down other volume, and balance it from there. So hopefully everything's good. Also, new internet hit. So, which, speaking of which, I should probably update that. Sick. Alright, cool. Think it's fine. Thanks, Sparks. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. And if later somebody says it's too loud, then we blame the Sparks and only the Sparks. I mean, it looks like it's a lot better. We'll see how it goes, though. Giant fish? No giant fish. Nothing here. I was looking for some sweetums, too. Space-time distortions are still a potential. It's not too bad. Hello. Nothing in particular. Return to the village. Hooray. Also, I don't need to change clothes anymore. Also, we have so much money. Alright, Coronado Highlands has 4 Pokemon we're looking for. So if they don't pop up, kind of just book it. Also, still to this day, we're about to hit 500 hours. Still to this day, I haven't changed that profile picture. Thick as hell. Munchers. What do we got? Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. And other stuff. So we're gonna actually teleport here. Then we go to Haunter and then down and go from there. Let's teleport. Nope. Let's teleport over here. We're gonna go assault some Teddy Ursus first. I only need 1. Excuse me. That hurt. Is it up here? Y'all crazy. Nope. Ursaring. Let it be. The Teddy Ursus are running. You're not a different color. One of you needs to turn green. There is a literal... What up, Derpy? Ah. Derpy, how's everything sound? I gotta know if I need to blame Sparks or not. Does everything sound smooth and good and balanced? Also, how are you doing today, Derpy? I gotta chat with Ray some more when I get a chance. It's been a bit. Also, the chubby lads be here. That guy immediately just got caught. Gengar. Like, please don't do this. They're still doing their thing. For game, yes, very clear. For mic, yes, very clear. Yo, so everything sounds great? That's amazing. Well, thank you, Derpy. Appreciate it. I'll turn down the volume on my headset. The Grunaway grounded all day? Fair. I have tomorrow off, so I actually can get some stuff done. I have a lot of stuff to do tonight. I got into a slight argument with Cassie because I think they forgot that I don't like being told to go to sleep because it's my least favorite thing to do. And I had to just like set the record straight, like, yo, you need to not do that. We're chilling now. I didn't use the Steel Series stuff, so I actually balanced it just on my own. But I can balance it later. No, I just had Sparks join just get on stream and then went from there. Oh, this is awkward. Do one of you want to turn green? What's the likelihood that one of y'all will turn green? That's incredible. I cannot believe that I got all of it. Yeah, now I just got to figure out audio balancing on streams, but I'll just rely on chat for that. Alright, surely there's a green bear somewhere here. Surely one of you will be green. Surely one of you will be green. Hope one of them turns green. I always wanted a green boyer. Dang. We didn't get the green one. I think we need to reset. Definitely didn't hear the loud as fuck shiny noise in my ears from these amazing headphones. Brought to you by your friend Doge. Can I grill Doge for a second? The fuck? Oh. Can I be uncool if one of them became green? True. Can I grill Doge for a second? Is that like a thing that I can do? Well, that's done. It's not even grilling Doge. This is like the sort of like random kit thought of the day. I mean, why not? Fair, it's not like Doge watches the streams. No, so like, oh, hi, that's a lot of bronzong. Anywhere else I can go? Yeah, there is. Okay. So, Doge has, and I think he'll say he doesn't, but I disagree. He has, like, the best posture out of anyone, like, I've known. Like, he, you know, he sits up straight in his chair. He sometimes slouches, but, like, don't we all? And, like, excuse me, hold on. That Barboach looked like it was a darker blue. I got really confused for a second. So he's got like really good posture. The thing is, his normal stance when like he's standing up is like so pronounced, I think is the best word for it, that it just makes me like laugh and stare in awe every time. He's got the best fucking posture. He's standing up straight and everything, but it's so funny. Foxy, you are a multi-purposed fox. I didn't have a good idea on how to nickname, what to call Eevee, so Eevee's a fox now. I might be wrong about the animal, but that's fine. But no, so like, I don't know, there's sometimes where like Doge, like, he stands up so straight that like he just has like he takes up like so little space, but has like the biggest like curve of his back when he stands. And it's like the strangest thing to me. Sorry, just a random thought about Doge. Side note, what animal is Eevee technically? I think a dog. That would make sense. Eevee's a fox now. I don't care what anyone says. Eevee's a fox now. and this is just gonna continue the lore of Kit completely misnaming things. Yeah. By the way, if we get some like new people in the chat today, no doubt they're gonna ask what a Hwah is. For those who don't know what a Hwah is an owl. But I call it a Hwah because long time ago we played the Hyrule Warriors, like base Hyrule Warriors. I need to replay the definitive edition and record it for stream. But I played Hyrule Warriors, and every time you got to the... Is it Gabora? Is that the name of the owl? There's like the owl statues, and that's what you use to save and everything. And I always had this running joke that every single time you went up to an owl statue and you like interacted with it, it would just go Hwah, and like go like spread out its wings, and then we just started calling owls Hwahs. Some deep Kit lore right there. Excuse me. So yeah, deep cut of Kit lore. It's good shit. I need Empoleon, but I also need Sweenub, and this place has more. But I'd kind of prefer getting this taken care of. Actually, I have a plan. We hit 500 hours. Hooray. Also, I think I should explain what's going on with Kit life right now. So awkward laughter. A lot of awkward laughter. Okay, where do I even begin? So, workday stuff. God, I don't even know where to begin. I legitimately, like, I don't know where to begin. It's like the kit done fucked up day to day, but it's not like awful. Oh, you're big. Hey. You're big. Okay, so how do I put this? This is like nervous laughter of like, So, today, got all of my work done, like, hella fast. And I mean, like, hella fast. I finished, like, my whole list of stuff I had to do. I finished calling people. I finished, like, getting everything in organized. I got stuff started for next week done. Like, I was on fucking top of it today. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my shit done. I got the boom, 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 boom. We're all good. Sick. Fine. Probably finished my work in like 2 hours. And then I got to, you know, talk to some patients and stuff, and like, you know, some of them were like nervous, and I, you know, calmed them down and everything. I thought I did a pretty good job today. There were like 3 separate meetings going on with like other managers today, and I just didn't really question it too much. I was like, you know what? This is just a chill day. Like, nothing too crazy going on. Then there's talk about potentially working on Saturday. And if you have to work like an extra day of the week, then you have to have another, like a separate day off in order to work that Saturday. And I got the quote unquote short end of the stick to work Saturday. So I was like, all right, cool. And they're like, cool, well then you're going to take Tuesday off. And I'm like, yeah, sure, works for me. And then they had like a big discussion, like a separate meeting. And then they're like, oh, hey, so we're going to be real with you. I'm like, okay. And they're like, so we don't think that there's going to be anyone who's going to come in on Saturday. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I'm just guessing you don't need me to come in on Saturday anymore. And they're like, well, we'll see. Like, it's still the beginning of the week, but like, no one's scheduled. Like, all right, cool. So, I guess, you know, I'll keep my Saturday open, but you know, just in case, good to know. And like, all right, cool. Well, I'll see you on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you're taking Tuesday off. Okay, cool. I guess I'll see you on Wednesday. They're like, no, you still have Tuesday off. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, well, you can't take any of the other days off. And like, just in case if like it does happen where you have to work Saturday, you can take Tuesday off. I'm like, okay. So I just have a day off. They're like, yep. Like, okay. And if we don't work Saturday, then I'm only working 4 days this week. Yep. And I'm like, cool. Okay. Sounds good. And then I just proceed to just stare at my computer blankly. So I have tomorrow off. Oh, man. It's strange. Strange times. But I have a whole list of stuff I want to get done. Luckily, I'm gonna keep going here. This seems like a... Yeah, because I still need to go get Sweet Up, so let's just get this place taken care of. And also, while I'm at it, I'm going to... Wait. Do I have enough XP candies? Dang, I have so many experience candies. I forgot I had those. Can I see my Pokemon, please? I believe I have caught the Teddiursa. Specifically a green Teddiursa. This one, as a matter of fact. And we'll put Fluffy right there. My browser caching 3 times in a row. I'm sorry, Foxy. The streams are just too powerful. That's all it is. Okay. Alright, luckily, I saved this for a fucking rainy-ass day. Alright, so... I don't remember how to evolve this thing. We'll see. We'll see how much I remember. Okay, so we evolved Teddiursa. And then we get a bigger green bear. And then I need to keep sleeping until it's a full moon. Right? Because if I recall correctly, the first time I did this, I accidentally did this. So. We tried to turn it off and on again. It's funny. Is there any other... Do I need to do anything else with this Ursa ring before it evolves into an Ursaluna? I don't remember what else. I just remember the first one that we did this for. I accidentally got it. I know it's a peat block. This one guy is like, dang, this girl sleeps a lot. Like, sleeps like almost an inconceivable amount of times. Oh, it's evening. No! It's not even nighttime! No, the sun's out! Ah! Excuse me, I need to sleep till nightfall. I just hope I don't need a move or something. That would be the worst. He's probably just staring like, dude, this girl's sleeping a ridiculous amount. I think we need to get her to see a doctor. It's... Where's the moon? There is no moon. Excuse me. I would like to rest again. I believe there is no moon. You ever get the feeling that you just have been sleeping so much that the moon just stopped showing up to the sky? Right, hold on. Am I dumb? You have to get a full moon, and the best way to do that is by just sleeping over and over again, right? Or do I have to sleep till the morning and then sleep at night, and then sleep till the morning and sleep at night? I don't remember how this works. Does anyone anyone in chat know? I could look it up, but I'm playing the game right now. See, my browser doesn't crash, but it probably should with how many tabs are open at any given point. I think I'm at like 30 tabs open right now. Could be like 35. Maybe 40. Boom, yellow. Nope, alright. Well, we tried. That tree shaking? No. With these headphones, I swear I just heard Weird Ear fart. I heard what could only be classified as a farting noise come from Weird Ear's behind. That's right, they put farting in this game. Pokemon can fart. Either that or I just heard a snort and it sounded like a fart. You wanna know what's insane? Like, there's a lot of Pokemon, right, that we've like seen like multiple of. Would I eat a Mr. Mime? This is the type of question I live for. This question right here. This is the entire reason I stream. 1000%. Okay, we need to figure. Well, hold on, we need to dissect this. Okay. First off, are we eating Mr. Mime in a romantic way, or are we eating Mr. Mime as in like cannibalism? Or like Pokemonism? What's the breakdown? No, as a food? Eat like food. Okay. Somebody probably just joined the stream and is now scarred after what I just said. Welcome to the Kit Streams. Probably not, because I feel like Mr. Mime would taste like clouds. Like, it's not like a person. It looks like it's made out of jelly, but I would think so. I think it would be made out of clouds. This is the greatest thing. One of the greatest things I've ever been sent. That was one of the greatest things I've ever been sent. Why does that exist? I don't know. I appreciate what I just got sent. This is awful. Regardless, that is amazing. I now know how to prepare Mr. Mime as like food. That was incredible. It's very tiny, but like I can still read it. That's beautiful. I still think like he would taste like clouds. Right? Like that's just what I'm feeling. Scorpies. By the way, there is literally only one Pokemon. What do the balls taste like? Jello. Jello and clouds. Like probably a mix of cotton candy and Jello. That's what I think. I don't know. The more I look at Mr. Mime, the more I'm trying to figure out why I think he's gonna taste like clouds. But like, I still think he's gonna taste like clouds. Woof woofs. That woof woof just took one for the fucking team. I can't believe it. Hello. I still think clouds. That's the vibe. There's nothing else here. Wait, I need Happiny. Hold on. Happiny's on the list. How did I forget about little egg things? All in all, yeah, I'd eat it, Mr. Mime. Fuck it. Is this one of those YOLO moments that the kids always talk about? You just say YOLO and then eat a Mr. Mime? Like, is that just how we do it? I feel like that's just what has to happen. How am I healing the venom and poison coursing through my system? I don't. I just let it take me. Did you not just hear me say YOLO and then we just ate a Mr. Mime and then now I'm dead? Like, that's the greatest birthday ever. It'd probably be pretty painful, but like, whatever. I get to be known as the idiot who died by eating a Mr. Mime. Like, I'd feel weirdly proud about that as I spend my last few moments puking up a fucking storm. Hello, Mantine. Such a pretty Pokemon. Wow, both of those trees are shaking. Yeah, I don't know if you're expecting like a really like in-depth tutorial on how I'm gonna survive poison and venom and stuff. I like you're asking a person who's not entirely happy. How would you deal with the potential aspect of death? And my response is, fuck it. This is the part that if Neko's here, I would get bonked. If Sparks was here, I'd get kicked in the dick. And if Cassie or Cheese were here, I'd lose all my sheeples. That's just how it goes. I know my friends well. Whee. Luminian! Where's the giant Luminian of Doom? Still don't know how to evolve the Sursaring. A bit unfortunate, that one, but it's fine. Hello, Empoleon. Now we go this way. Yo, Chattots, you don't see me. Chattot's such a funny Pokemon. It goes blip boop. And then if you play any other game that features Chattot, you can then make your own chatter noise. It's great. Confirmation-wise, I've not caught a shiny in the Cobalt Coastlands, right? Because I think this means I'm going to go to the Alabaster Icelands when I reload the save. I think I saved. Right? Oh, fucker. Excuse me. We'll see. This is way too cold. Look at the seals. Ah, fuck. No, Foxy, my weakness. I can't damn believe this. It's the worst. I can't, no. I don't know what any of those words mean. Ursaluna. Arceus. Ah, it has to be at night under a full moon. Brilliant. Look it, there's a Mr. Mime right there. Ah, Sparks quacked at me. I can't believe it. I gave Sparks 12 ducks. And this is how they repay me. With a single quack. God, there's something in my eye still. There's been something in my eye all fucking day. There is no goddamn way. Not a single Sweenub. Nothing. Sparks, what do I have to trade you for, holy eyeball, dude. There's been something in my left eye this entire day, and I can't fucking figure out what it is. Ursaring, you're not even evolving yet. Sparks, you should catch Pokemon with me. And trade it, and I will give you any of the 2 Pokemon I just recently caught. Damn. Sparks really did hit me with that nah. Ace Attorney? Valid. I'm about to be snovered. But what if you get sent to Legulal? Also, in response to what Foxy said, Foxy, I would just be stuck in a, you know, like one of those insane asylum, like padded rooms. Like, you just put me in there, and I would just be muttering like self-aphorisms, or like, just general aphorisms over and over, and it wouldn't be like articulate. It would just be me muttering them constantly as I'm like slowly losing my mind. I am a good person. I am a good person. No one finds me annoying. I will be successful. Oh God! I just start crying. You have to lace me up in a straitjacket. Okay, so in the past, I don't know if I've talked about this on stream, but if not, we're going to talk about it now. In the past, I used to be an avid reader, and I mean really avid reader of Cracked.com. I loved all their articles. I did want to be a writer for them at one point, just to make like a little bit of extra money, but also to like make my writing even better. And I really did enjoy the website. I know a lot of the writers from Cracked have like gone elsewhere, and a lot of people showed up in the videos. I kind of like nowadays I'm like, man, what if Dropout and Cracked like merge? Like that would be great. Maybe they did, I don't know. But there was a article that one person wrote that to this day, there's quite a few articles that stuck with me, but to this day, it's one of like the most, it's the article I think about like that just keeps coming back to my brain every now and again, is the best way to put it. It was all about like places you should never visit. And there's, you know, there's some like actually creepy places and everything. There's like the hole to ideally like the center of the earth and all this sort of stuff. But there was one which was, I think the best way to call it was a sensory deprivation chamber that I believe is in Sweden. And this fucking thing, like, it wasn't like a padded room or anything. It was just like, it kind of looked like a bunch of mirrors and like looked like very, very modern room. But apparently it's like completely devoid of sound. Your senses get like overwhelmed or I don't remember the full thing, but like there'd be people who would like sign waivers to like go into the room thinking that they're all badass, that they could like take this on, and then proceed to just like not even last 2 minutes or something like that in this room. Like they return and just start bawling like a baby, just of how like scarring it was. And for some reason, part of me is like, oh, that sounds so much fun. It's a terrible idea, but like, why not? Nose pass. For some reason, it's something like I've always wanted to try. It sounds cool in theory. I know that I would hate it the moment I tried it, but just some interesting stuff. Hello, noise folk. Noise folk, noise folk. Oh, in other news, who is watching the Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning? Yo, I need y'all to stop defending your teammate. Is anyone here excited for the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? Am I the only one? I know if Cube was here, Cube would agree and be like, yo, hype, pop it off. I say that even though I sent a message in our group chat. I never got a response from anybody talking about how hype it is. For those who don't know, at 6 o'clock, they're doing a Kirby Air Riders Direct. We don't have a Nintendo system anymore, and that is completely valid. But I am a Kirby Air Ride fanatic. So I'm gonna be hyped. Still have Kirby Air Ride? It's such a great game. It's such a great game. Me, the Kubert and Slime, and Doge kinda. Hydra over Dragoon. I agree. But also, I don't tend to go for the legendary thing, or legendary things, riders. However, Cube always gets the Hydra, so, you know. He always gets it. And then it just means that I lose, so. It's like Slime playing Dokapon. Slime will always get crits in Dokapon. Cube will always get the Hydra, just unwarranted. And I will get the most power-ups, and everyone else chilling. That's what I was gonna ask Doge about in Cube and Slime, but no one responds to me because I'm not the most like talkative in the group chat that we have. God, my fucking body. Anyway. What was I saying? My brain just stopped. Oh, so Caboodle's finished Moon, and that's all well and good, and happy-go-lucky, and we're fighting Coin, even though I'm literally as far away from you as possible. Okay, that's fine. Don't you have a Gengar? That's a weird-looking Gengar that you have, miss. That's a weird-looking Gengar that you have. This doesn't bode well. Alright, there we go. Cool. Sorry, I just like spaced out for a second. I wanted to convince him to play Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. That was what my idea was. I wanted to see if they all wanted to play Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I would have like cleaned everything so that way Doge could actually... I think Doge would have been able to play alongside me. If not, he would have to get Allie's Switch. But... Hello. Really wanted to play Amazing Mirror. I don't know, there's so much potential collab games. There's so many games to play. I say this every time. You know what other game looks fun that I wanted to like see if we can get more people to play? And of course, Foxy, if you or Iconis or TL want to be a part of the games, I mean, hit me up, just saying. There's that new, I think it's new, it's Murder Mystery Club? Is that what it's called? It's like a game where like only one person needs to buy the game, and then 5 other people can just join. And it's like a party game that it seems fun, but like people are a little mixed on it. Midnight Murder Club, thank you. It looks interesting. Something I can share with you. I hope you didn't mean to say that Midnight Murder Club is the game, because that would have been the most coincidental thing. Or Split Fiction? Ooh, I've heard good things about Split Fiction. Oh man, because I wanted to play No Way Out, So I've never had anybody who has wanted to play No Way Out. Okay, you just fled. Because what? It's No Way Out, It Takes Two, and Split Fiction. Doge has played all three with Allie. I think Neko's played all three. And then I think I was going to play one of them with Blaze. That fell through. No, I'm always down. Like, Split Fiction seems fun. For some reason, I'd already think that you would have played that already, Foxy. Like, I feel, which thing? Any of those collab games? Sorry, I zoned out. I was gonna say, I thought that you or one of your partners would have played that with you. I do want to play Midnight Murder Club though. That looks fun. Or Damned 2. Oh, if I play Damned 2 with somebody, it's fucking over. That's a gibble. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. No, I want to play Midnight Murder Club with some peeps. That would be fun. Buy it. Oh, I believe I already have it. I think somebody already, like, bought it for me, maybe. Let's see. Alright, happy to woof woof. I need to deposit the cherry. Doesn't show me on Steam. Maybe I don't. Thought I did. I might not. Listen, Foxy, I have way too many games. We've already been through this. Where the fuck is... Okay, yeah, right there. Vespaquin is a no. Scyther is a yes. I do have It Takes Two. I know that for a fact because I bought that game the day it came out. And I bought the game it came out. I believe I was flirting with somebody at the time, and I thought it would be a great game to play together. And thought it would be cute. And, you know, I was like, this would be a great idea. And then it didn't exactly work out. It's a bad game for that situation. That's what I've heard. Like, after the fact. But once again, at the time, I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was what one might say a banger of an idea. But we all know how the kit luck works when it comes to people. If flirting persuasion. It does not go well. We never played it, so I have not touched It Takes Two. He's funny. Speaking of people, I've also been, like, oddly thinking of a lot of people from the past and wondering what they're up to or if they're even still around. It's like one of my, like, every now and again, I'll, like, think about it. Not too lately. Because, I mean, that's the thing with streaming for so long is, like, you see names come and go. You see people that, like, you hope they're doing well, but like, it's really hard to be like, you know, follow up with them because either A, you just lost contact with them and there's no way to contact them, or B, like, something else happened. There's of course Crimson. For those who know the community, ow. Crim is the one that, you know, gets thought about quite a lot. Totally depressive episodes. It's me all the time. Anyway, no, Crimson. So for those that don't know, Crimson was a really good friend and a fantastic mod on the streams. We played Genshin together. We played Terraria together. We would always chat about anime stuff and like the good old degeneracy. It was some great times. And on my, oh God, has it been 3 years now? I think it's 3 years. On my birthday 3 years ago, it's 2 or 3. He actually ended up like vanishing off the face of the internet. And not just like, oh, you know, he stopped showing up to the streams or something like that. He stopped on everything. The big one that surprised me was Nikke, because literally the day prior we were talking about how excited we were for some upcoming Nikke stuff, and this is when the game like was relatively brand new. And I know Cheese refuses to touch Terraria until he comes back. Spring and I have a pretty good idea as to what happened now. Like, you know, there's still that little inkling, like, oh, maybe he comes back. Like, I think about my friend Meowski from back in the Gmod days. I know she's not around anymore. But, like, once again, there's still that, like, little slight part that, like, maybe she is. She's not, I know that, but there's always that possibility. But lately, and this is a blast from the past, and I know Doge would, like, grill me for this. What in the hell? That was weird. Okay. Fucking Sopasam. Sopasam. Sam was her name. We played so much Dead by Daylight. Like, Doge, the one time that Doge had fun playing Dead by Daylight was with Sam. And like, we played 100% Orange Juice. Like, they were such a chill person, and I hope they're doing well. I thought I saw like that they went they like streamed something like relatively recently, but it was just I think it was lucid dreaming or something. I don't know. Never happened. But they're such a cool person, and I believe if what I was told, what I remember is correct, what they told Doge that their significant other wanted them to not be friends, or like not want to hang out with the online friend group that they were a part of, which was myself, Doge, Cheese, and a few others, and told her to cut ties with all of us, to which I think the response she had was, okay, but still, well, I think check in with Doge every now and again. So I know that they're doing all right, but it's like, dang, well, somebody, like, we played a whole lot of games together, and like, once again, that was like one of the ways that Doge got to play Dead by Daylight. Not good times. There's a lot of like blast from the past situations. You know, you get into those like ideas of like the what ifs, right? When you start thinking about the past and like people you were friends with and who you used to hang out with a ton. Like I know that gets to people. It does get to me as well. Like I think about the Danganronpa community, actually, as a matter of fact. Because, you know, me being good, somehow becoming good friends with SHSL Blaze, and then in turn meeting Weeby News, and then being friends with them and actually hanging out with them for like quite a period of time was fantastic. And then now, you know, Blaze is off doing their own thing. Weeby is immensely popular, so I feel intimidated every time I like try to lurk in a stream. It's, oh man, it's crazy how things change over time. Someone in Blaze's community, I'll like think if they're doing it well, and same with Weebies. So many people. It's hard to like. That's the thing, is like you're only one person, and if you have, there's a lot of people that you want to talk to or like you see on like a semi-daily basis, it really is like hard to keep up with it. It really is. And like I can't imagine how like bigger streamers who like have a bunch of connections that they like stream with like a whole bunch of different people, how they like keep it all like organized. But kudos to them for being able to. That is an napalm in that tree, I know that much. It's either a combi or an napalm. It's a combi. I also think about, and I'm not saying this just to appease somebody in chat, but this is just a truth statement. Like, I do think about the Final Fantasy group and how much I want to play, but know that the situation I'm in, it just makes it really hard to right now. I really am trying to get out of it, so that way once I'm out of that situation, I can then just go back to really multiplayer, like streaming like a whole bunch of stuff. It'd be great. I actually thought about the Final Fantasy group when I was on my way driving home today. Like me running around the Behemoth Head and just goofing off, grinding a whole bunch of stuff, keeping a checklist of all the 100% things, and the constant like running into Iconis and like Foxy and Tia just showing me around for the most part. Some crazy hijinks you get up to. But I wouldn't change those for the world. Good memories are good memories, you know? 2 more nose passes. This might be okay. I like how we're looking for a fucking Hwah and some multicolored foxes. We are not hitting the luck at all in that app department. Hello, that is nighttime. Let me get out of here so that way I can actually evolve you. Okay. This, do this. Alright. Ursaluna, knock that one off the list. Are you still green? I think Ursaluna missed the memo. Call it a hunch. You know, I do think about from time to time, like, what I've done, like, who I played Pokemon with, and, like, oh, that's all happened in the past. And I remember, man, I was the, like, one kid at the playground who always played Pokemon, and, like, very few other people did. I remember, oh god, was it Platinum? The one that you go underground? I think Platinum's the one that you can go underground and, like, mine away stuff and make a secret base underground. And I tried so hard going to all the baseball fields, so I could, like, add people, like, secret bases, and, like, chat with them and everything. So, like, I brought my DS when my parents took me there. I'd practice baseball, and then just, like, see if anybody else wanted to, share a secret base. No one ever did. I still look back on it fondly. It's a good time. Good times, good times. I think I still have, like, a whole bunch of different, like, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl game carts in the bag that I have. Oh, I did at some point. It's not anything, like, recent or soon, but, like, would be good if I can actually get one of those, like, it's not like it's a, I can't think of what the name is. It's like a new version of a Game Boy, essentially. That's, like, the best way to put it. And it's supposed to play Game Boy games at, like, a higher resolution and is just a generally better system. I was, like, looking into it, being like, oh, maybe I want to get this. Remember, I was also considering getting a Steam Deck. There's, like, so many consoles. And then I bought a Switch too. You know, I don't entirely know. Well, actually, no, I do, because I knew I was going to be playing a bunch of Switch 2 games. And, that was just something that I knew I needed to invest in. I do gotta finish the Smash series on this, too. But first and foremost is getting this game done. I mean, I do need to also stream Scarlet and Violet if I want to get all of it done. Because I know in Sporkertons doesn't really want to help out too much because it's boring to him. And then Derps is also pretty busy. But hey, if I can get the last few shinies that I need, I mean, mostly if I can get, like, the most difficult ones out of the way. There's 6 that are just going to be a pain in the butt. Technically 7, but I think the other one can be grinded. So it's not that big of a deal. Also, I didn't even go this way last time. Because Basculin shows up here. Hi, Stunky. It's crazy how ingrained this game is into my memory. Like, I know where everything's at. I know where things spawn. I'm not fighting you again. Last time you saw me from a ridiculous distance. This time, I know what to do. The fun guy. I did want to play that fantasy Warframe game. But also do want to get back into playing Warframe. God, there's so many games that I want to play. I will get there. Soulframe, yeah. It's just, I don't have the time for MMOs right now. Like, I got the next, like, 3 games planned out, if y'all can believe it. And I'm not even done with Hades. I'm not done with this game. And then I'm not done with, like, the Dead by Daylight, recording stuff. Because, fun fact with Dead by Daylight, I fleshed out all the fucking rules that I'm doing for my challenge-ish. It is a challenge run, but, like, it's not... I don't think it's terrible. It's just gonna take a long time. But, like, I'm so... like... got it all planned. I got the rules set out. Everything's looking great. Also, I don't like, I was trying to do some brainstorming at work today to be like, oh, I wonder what kind of, what would be like a challenge that you could do in this game? And straight up, not a clue. Like, you have people who've already done like Professor Oak challenges in this. You have people who've done like full shiny runs of this game. Like, it's not hard. And shiny runs are just not even interesting in general. Path of Solitude's interesting, but once again, it's more the puzzle aspect and trying to figure it out is a lot better than the actual, like... There's an Alpha Paris. Crazy. You know, there's so much that you could do. You know, I'm yawning. Of course I am. You caught 19 Pokemon. All of them are noses, except for one. Massive mass outbreaks. Seriously, we're back here again? That's fine. Gosh. Also wanted to do a lot of streaming tomorrow, but I also haven't finished the fucking Persona 5X event. I am so far behind on it. I might be able to get it done between stuff, so. This is awful. There's nothing. I need none of those. I knew we were going to get to this point. How many guava berries do I have? 67. Okay. Hi, Alpha Rotom. You're cool and all. I don't need you right now. None of them have any... I just realized, yeah, none of them have any berries. Don't worry about all the cats doing that. I'm going to need to do some berry hunting. Like, you might look at 67 berries and be like, oh, that's a pretty good amount. You could do, like, 13 more, 13 more, like, Munchlax things. And 13 is such a small number compared to everything that we're trying to do. Oh, I also need a Rotom. mean, to be fair, the stream did start off very, very strong. Hello, Alpha Geodude. That small motherfucker is also annoying to get. Like, we are pretty much down to the annoying ones. There's a few, like, easy-ish ones to get, but for the most part, these are all just going to be annoying warrants to get. And also, like, looking at it, like, while the space-time distortion ones are hands down the most annoying ones to get because people still don't know how to grind them, and I don't even know where to begin. The Basculin are going to be the worst ones. Because once Basculin sees you, it's gone. So not only do I have to like save right before catching it, but I gotta be quick. Kit, you're gonna need to stop yawning, please. Yawning is not allowed. Can't go to sleep yet. You need to find the second Pokemon. You need to find that multicolored fox. You need to find that Hwah. But there is no Hwahs. There never has been a Hwah. That's not true. You are a multicolored fox, however, I can't capture you. I think there is I think there's some very like not so good like reasons for why I can't catch you. You might not, but somebody else might. So that's the big thing. It's fox trafficking at that point. Oh, well, that escalated quickly. The escalation has escalated to escalation proportions of stuff. Gosh, I am yawning like a motherfucker. I'm drinking a Monster too, and that's not even helping. Gimme Eevees. That's a Cleffa. The thing is, for Eevee, like, I need them to show up for, like, in a mass outbreak. Like, that's gonna be the best shot that we got. I mean, there are, like, a few other places that could be. Really just depends. Well, we'll go check Sweenabaland. Home to the piggies. None of them are yellow. How do I know that they're yellow? Because Sweenub. Then over here could be an Eevee, but there's not an Eevee. And then when we get over here, we need to save. Because saving means we could potentially cache a Basculin. However, Kit's yawning again. I don't want to go to sleep. I've only caught one of the Pokemon that I need that's on my list. I don't want to put two. Nope. Sneasel, you're gonna start fighting me? No? Cool. Kit's just permanently sleepy. I blame stress personally, but depends on who you ask. You know what? I'm gonna go to the one other Eevee place that it could be. Just on a whim. Just on a whim. See? Look it. There's an Eevee right there. Is it blue though? No. And then if you go a little bit further, like right over here, there's a Blissey, and then also potentially an Eevee. I remember when I could do 24-hour streams and such. And then you just crave sleep so much that, like, it's all you want. Do we get a basculin? That's the question we ask ourselves. Is there a fucking fish in the sea that's gonna sparkle like the sky? Where's the rainbow fish? Where's the fish that's going to fuck the Fishingtons out of French fries? Is it you biggins back here? Sometimes you're different. Nope, you're not. Alright, cool. I remember a long time ago when it wasn't when I was streaming this game. I think I was streaming Sword, where one of the, it's a different YouTubers community that, like, interacted with me because they would raid me every now and again, but I made it abundantly clear that it wasn't family friendly. I remember them raiding me on in the middle of me, like, cursing up a storm from something that was happening, and people being, like, shocked. I'm just like, oh no, I said the fuck word. I can't believe it. No way. Oh, if we get a shiny Bidoof. Alright, here's the thing. In that Bidoof area, if we get a shiny Bidoof, stream ends. I'm just calling it now. I have to catch the Zoruas because they're my favorite. And Zoroark. I don't expect any of these to be shiny. And that's fine. But if a Bidoof... If we go to Bidoof... And it's motherfucking shiny yellow Bidoof, I'm catching it and ending the stream. If you're wondering why, it is because that is... While it is not on my list of, like, oh, this is stuff that Kit has to catch, it, in theory, would get me another shiny. I say in theory because I know it would get me one, but it's more for a trade. If I get one of these fucks, You know, I think we're sitting pretty. Now you may be asking yourself, Kit, why do you have to catch the Bidoof? It's because they have berries. And berries are great. What we're trying to do. And one of y'all want to turn yellow. Preferably Fearless One can technically work too. Alright, see you later. Oy, oy, oy. This becomes like prediction territory where it's like, what do you think Kit's gonna catch the shiny Bidoof? Drop your votes now. I was like, I knew there was one more. Yellow swans. I mean, there's a chance still. There's a chance that one of these become yellow. There's a chance that one of them becomes alpha, but like, there's also a chance that one of them becomes yellow. Ow. Alright, we're good. I gotta go catch Bidoof. I swear, if one of these is shiny, it's just the end stream. It's just... I don't need any more. Just give me your berries and we move on. Bada bing, bada boom, no shiny. Thick. Then we continue. We continue the cycle. The cycle of life and death. Except Kit's getting very, very tired. I do just want one new one. We've been doing pretty good. All things considered. I might just call it early. With me just feeling on the edge of just passing out. I don't want to though, but like, otherwise I end up just passing out on stream. I do want to make it known though that like the reason I'm tired is not because of the game. Like, I don't particularly mind grinding for this stuff. It's not too difficult. It's just today. Today's just been a day. And you know it's bad when a monster that you're drinking is not actually keeping you awake. In fact, it's actually helping you go to sleep. So. I wish I knew the solution and how you could have voluntary sleep. Gosh, normally I'd be more talkative. Just, goddamn. Meow. Thanks, Professor Dude Guy. Part of me just wants to take like a brief nap, but I know like I would not return to the stream if I did. Heading out, stay safe for sure. Come on. Give me what I need. Maybe it's also like a mix of just me not sleeping well in general to like the stress. Could be a mix. You never know. I'm just like thinking here. I'd like to wake up early tomorrow so that we can get some other stuff done. I'm gonna finish this once over the Alabaster Icelands, and I'm gonna end off the stream early. But I will be back. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. This is an odd idea. But you know what? I kind of want to do this. So this should be okay, considering what I want to get done. Because I'm sorry, I'm just... I feel the sleepiness, like, taking over. Especially if, like, even with drinking a Monster, it's not helping. Like, you know, it's pretty bad. But... I do have a brain, so I do think things through. I'm going to essentially take... Like, I'm going to go to sleep. But it won't be, like, sleep. It'll be, like, kind of like half sleep, half nap. Now, I was going to be like, and then I'm going to watch the Nintendo Direct about Career Raiders. But I'd like to also be, like, as blind to that as possible. As I usually am. So, I don't know, when is... What was that, Liz? Well, that's convenient timing, because my headphones are about to die. Cool. I gotta get used to having wireless headphones and like turning them off. Because Doge is like, yeah, I've had these for a while and I've not had to charge them yet. But he turns them off like all the time. And then you have me who like, I just kind of like accidentally left them on for a few days. So my bad. So I guess this works out. Because I don't even have the cable like plugged in, so I need to figure that out. So instead of watching the Direct, I'm gonna probably like still wake up like around 6 or so. And then we would do another Arceus stream, which is essentially just like a part 2 of this one. And I'll probably go for like 2-ish hours, give or take, just to round it out to be like at least like a 3.5, 4 hour stream. So that'll be what the play is. So I can just pretty much leave everything the way it is and then just go from there. Yeah, my headphone's gonna die, and I just also feel myself getting sleepy, so I apologize for cutting it short. I'm gonna try to wake up early to continue streaming this, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, but I thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry for the short stream though, but have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, night, or evening. Of course, my name's Katafi. I'll see you next time for some more Reddit gaming. See you later. Peace. Bye everyone.